So here's something I'm dealing with at the house. And again, my problems, generally speaking, are behavioral as well as trying to be a good parent. Is there a equation, amount of time, what have you, that my kids should be watching TV?
Yeah.
Right? I often struggle when they're sitting there. They look like zombies in front of the TV. My daughter's watching some YouTube stuff. She's basically watching kids play on YouTube. Is this healthy for kids? How long should they be doing this? They watch this show called Bluey. Are they learning a lot of behavioral? Are they mimicking what they're seeing in the cartoons?
100%.
What's 100%? Okay, so
I think they are, but the recommendation is really no screen time till 2. They say 18 months to 2 years, really try to limit it. And after 2, limit to like an hour a day. It's hard because parenting is all about survival too, right? Sometimes you have to cook dinner. Sometimes you have to go do something where it's easier to plop them in front of a television and do that as well. And there are things I think you can learn from television. I mean, I feel like I learned from Sesame Street watching that. I think it's always better as a parent if you can sit down with them and engage them while they're watching something, point out things, have that conversation. Otherwise, younger kids especially, it becomes just a screensaver. They're just like, you see it, they're like zombies, just watching things move across the room. And you get good behaviors and you get bad behaviors from that. I mean, it's not always one-to-one. I mean, look at the shows we watch, right? Tom and Jerry, they were constantly like cutting off each other's heads and beating them each other. I don't think we were running around doing the same thing, but I think the time they spend in front of the TV is less eventful than the 3D interactions they get from people. So learning is better when you're doing it face to face, not on TV. And social interactions are better. So, I think setting up rules in the house, whatever those are, I really think as a parent, it really should be on your time, not their time, meaning that if it's okay, you've allowed it. And if it's not, it's not, because the biggest thing I see with screen time is not the downstream effects, it's the behavior it causes. When kids get it and it's a free-for-all, when they don't get it, they are on the floor, they're having a tantrum, they're screaming. I mean, I see it in my office, you see it, right?
Well, I don't necessarily see it at home because we kind of managed it in a way where now it's just on the weekends they get TV. But I'm wondering, like this Caruso behavior, this fall into his knees crying, is this something a 3.5-year-old generally does? Or is he picking this up on Bluey?
Yeah, I think it's something they generally do, but I think behavior worsens the more they're zombies watching TV. And, we would give some leeway. I think the other thing is keeping your kids active during the day. There really shouldn't be a lot of time for TV. I know between school and homework and extracurricular activities, when are they going to watch TV? We don't have that. So we give more leeway during the weekend because if they've gotten all their work done, you know what? Do it. But I think that's another thing. If we keep our kids busy, they stay out of trouble with bad crowds and it limits the screen time.
One more thing on screen time and cartoons. We've tried, and I don't know if you did this with your girls growing up, we'll put on like a Flintstones or a Tom and Jerry.
Are they not interested?
And they're looking at the TV like it's like watching black and white. Like it's like, what is this, Dad? It sucks.
Isn't that funny?
They're looking for those big eyes and
But some things came back, right? Scooby-Doo, they made a movie.
Yeah, but they updated the Scooby-Doo characters. If you go look at Scooby-Doo when we were growing up in the 80s,
Smurfs, they'd probably think it was like super boring, all those. What was your favorite cartoon growing up?
It was Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Flintstones, and then when I got a little older, it was He-Man, Master of the Universe, and then that was pretty much it. What did you have on your
Saturday morning, 8 a.m. It's crazy. Couldn't wake up for school, but 8 a.m. Saturday morning, I was in front of the TV. Gummy Bears.
Gummy Bears.
You don't remember?
Jesus.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Based
on that,
anyway,
I'm surprised you didn't grow up in a skirt.
But one of my favorite birthday presents, remember Voltron? It was like the 5 robots that came together to form the one big robot. So
I do.
And I got that as a birthday present, like the big Voltron robot. That was exciting.
So gummy bears and Voltron.
No, but I remember He-Man. I watched He-Man, Smurfs. I wasn't a big Scooby-Doo fan.
I wasn't
didn't really
either.
understand
I
it.
didn't like the girl with the glasses.
Velma?
Velma bothered me.
Wilma? Velma. Yeah.
Velma with the red hair and the glasses. Showing that just I don't know,
she
it
bothered
fucking
you?
bothered me.
You know what they were doing. I mean, it's funny that it was a kid's show, but it was all about, smoking weed and taking Scooby snacks.
It was?
Yeah. They're in a psychedelic van. Shaggy's eating dog food the entire time with the dog, talking to the dog. They were high the whole time.
I had no idea what Scooby-Doo was
I found that out this weekend.
There you have it. You don't find information like this on any other podcast. Scooby-Doo, the whole cartoon,
Yeah.
based around
what this-
methamphetamines and fentanyl.
You know what Smurfs was based on?
Who?
The Smurfs was based on a communist society. In a communist society, everybody has a specific job, right? So each Smurf had their own job. It was a documentary on a communist society and how that works.
Are you getting this information off like a cartoon?
I think I made that up.
website?
But no, I think that's true. I think there was an essay about that the creator was originally, I don't know, we'll have to look it up. Look it up. Let me know.
There you go again. Once again, Papa Smurf.
Right, Papa
Adolf
Smurf.
Hitler.
Right, Red Hat.
Red hat.
The opinions expressed in this program are not intended as professional medical advice, as a diagnosis, as a treatment protocol, or as a substitute for professional medical advice from your physician. Please consider your own medical history and consult with your own physician for your specific healthcare and/or medical needs and about your concerns for yourself and your family.